Hey, I am just now finally getting around to giving my tulip review for the year. This year I grew many different varieties of tulips. Some I had grown in the past and some I had not. And so I just want to share those results with you in the hopes that it will help you make better decisions when you order your tulips in. Most of my tulips came from Leo Burby. Some came from Eden Brothers and maybe a few from Longfield Meadows. But by and large, the ones that I got from Leo Burby were better performers as far as cut flowers go. The Eden Brothers are beautiful, but they tend to be on the shorter side. And so if you're looking for cut flowers, I would go with Leo Burby. If you're going for just something beautiful to put in your garden, Eden has some good choices that are on the shorter side. So as I discuss these tulips with you, I just want you to keep in mind that color variation can occur because of several different things. It can be differences in the soil, it can be temperature, it can be the variety that you get. Some people say they're selling you something when it's it may look similar, but it's not quite the same, and I don't know if that's just mislabeling or because of genetic engineering or because of time that's lapsed. But anyway, you're going to get some color variation on these no matter what. So I will post pictures, but just keep in mind yours could come up in a softer color or even a brighter color. So, and the other thing I want to talk about is stem length. So at the beginning of the season, I was kind of disappointed because my stem length was so short on a lot of the varieties that I had ordered. And I actually do make sure that I order something that's going to be at least 14 inches when I order my tulips. They'll give you a range of height, and they were coming up really short. We had kind of a dry winter and a dry spring, so that I don't know if that affected it. It probably did. But if you harvest your tulips the way that they're supposed to be harvested as a cut flower, and you're pulling the bulb out of the soil, you can get 4 to 6 inches under the soil when you harvest. And the last thing I want to cover is harvesting timing on your harvesting. If you get them too early, there's a possibility that they just won't even open. So you want to make sure, I like to make sure I get mine just opening. So some people will harvest it colored bud, but I find especially with the doubles that you want to wait until it has opened a little bit. The fringed ones as well. The parrots, they're fine to get in colored bud stage, and the singles I think are fine to get. But the doubles and the fringes, you want to let it open just a little bit so you can see the color. We're going to go over the tulips that I ordered this year, and there were quite a few, and I will put pictures up. I tried to get pictures of all of these. So La Belle Epoque is one that I really loved. She's just a lovely color, and I would say not terribly tall, but not terribly short. Copper Image, I also ordered because I kind of wanted to do a comparison between the two, and so I would say if you're going to only pick one of those, La Belle is a lot prettier in my mind. But Copper Image, I didn't really even like all that much. Mine turned out really pink though, so maybe that's why. I know a lot of people love it. I also got a lilac linen mix, which I loved except for, and that was from Eden Brothers. The reason I didn't like it was because a lot of those, they say it's a mix, right? But unfortunately, some of those bulbs are coming up way before the others, so you don't really get a mix. What you get is one color and then another color and then the last color. So I'm not going to buy that again, but it was beautiful. Merlot Melody Mix, same situation, but I did love, they had a beautiful, it's like a red black in there that I just loved, and it was a really good height. I got a vintage double mix, which if you've had double Gadoshnik, which I had at the same time, I would go with the double Gadoshnik. The vintage double didn't really have a good coloring, so it was kind of creamy, not very much color variation in the mix, you know. Apricot Parrot, wonderful. I'm definitely going to get that one again. Black Parrot, I didn't like so much. It didn't open as pretty as the rest of them. It was kind of deformed. And maybe I just got a bad batch, but I remember liking it a lot more the first year I bought it. Charming Beauty, I'm not going to get again. She's pretty, but she's short. You can't sell her. Double Gadoshnik, really pretty. So just a couple of things you want to keep in mind with that one though. Their heads will snap right off. So you've got to be really careful with their heads, and you do have to get it when it's opened a little bit. You don't want to get it when it's too tight. Lilac Perfection is one that I will get again. Very pretty color, very tall stem. Okay, so then Abba. Abba was a red, if I'm not mistaken. And she was kind of on the shorter side, so I'm not going to get her again. But extremely prolific. Like, I could not get her to stop making tulips. Just went on and on forever. And I was like, please stop. Anyway, Mondial, short, not one that I'm going to get again. It was a white. I don't think I even liked the coloring on it because of the yellow center. Foxy Foxtrot, again, pretty but short. And in my area, she's kind of more yellow than peach, so I'm not going to get her again. Akebono, I'm going to get again. That was a beautiful tulip. Just amazing, gorgeous color, tall, really beautiful. Renown Unique, also one that I'm going to get again. She was beautiful and tall, and that's really what you're looking for on a cut flower. Icun, also one of my very favorites. Icun is kind of an orangey red. It's hard to describe her color. I'll put her picture up. But just beautiful. Marie Jo, a yellow tulip. It was on the shorter side. I would not get her again. Blue Diamond was really pretty, really tall. Just kind of a purple blue color. Very, very pretty. Dream Touch. I'm not going to get that one again. She was short, and I did not like her coloring. Okay, Crunchy Cummins was a substitute. I had not ordered her, and so I wasn't sure what to expect. It was a fringed tulip, and it was actually really pretty. I just made the mistake of harvesting way too early, and then a lot of those buds wouldn't open. So she was pretty, but I don't think, because I'm trying to narrow my selections, that I'm going to order her again. Pep Talk was a mix that I got from Eden Brothers, and unfortunately I did order her again because you have to do your ordering before your tulips open, so sometimes you're going to make mistakes and order something you don't like. It's just short, and the coloration was kind of weird, not my favorite. Queensland, also short. I didn't love the coloring, but really prolific. So if you're looking for something to fill a bed, it's kind of, I didn't like it. Okay, Cabana Parrot was a beautiful pink parrot, not orange, sorry. Amazing Parrot was more of a peachy color, but I'm also going to have her again because I just couldn't decide which one I liked the best. There was one more parrot that was in that mix. Salmon. She was the one that was orange, still beautiful, but not the color I'm looking for, so I'm not going to get her again this year. Apricot Beauty, beautiful color, tall stems. Blueberry Ripple, I was really shocked because she was a replacement for something else that I had ordered, but I loved her. Just really beautiful colors, and tall. Alibi, I think Alibi was my favorite purple pink this year. Definitely getting her again. Black Hero I loved. So if you're looking for a black, darker tulip, Black Hero is a good one. The other one I loved was Queen of the Night. So I used those two as my blacks this year. Dreamer I was really disappointed in because I looked at the pictures and compared it to what I had and was not the same. It could be my soil. It could be the temperature of this. You know, we had a kind of mild winter and maybe that affected it, but it was also kind of on the shorter side. So one that I got that I did not order was called Green Spirit, and I actually really, really loved it. So I would definitely order that one again. Okay, and the last three I want to talk about are all mixes that I got from Eden Brothers. Sorry, one is a mix. Two are tulips that I was so excited about, and they were so expensive, and I just thought they were going to be the prettiest thing in the universe. The Goldfinch mix just suffered the same problems that all the other mixes did, and really no colors that really blew me away. La Vie and Vovos were the two that I got from Eden Brothers that I thought were going to be the prettiest tulip I had ever seen. Unfortunately, that was not true for either of them. The colors were not nearly as beautiful as they had pictured on their website, and they were short. And yeah, just I was really sad about those. So I hope this helps you decide on your tulips for next year if you were considering getting any of those that I just mentioned, although probably now it's too late. Tulip ordering is kind of over for this season. But come January, when you guys order again, you'll have this information. And yeah, talk to you later. Bye.